It has the security of Bitcoin, it has speed of Solana, and it has the utility of Ethereum put together in a single network, Diamante for you.
Today I sit down with Chirag Jetani, founder and COO at Diamante.
We have built one of the most efficient hybrid layer 1 that is actually quantum resilient.
As they describe themselves, the most secure, most scalable, and most inclusive blockchain for everyone.
It is the last layer 1 anyone would require.
So I don't need Solana anymore. I don't need Ethereum.
No.
And this is not a small blockchain.
So even before the TGE, we have as a network more than 1.2 million active DIAM wallets.
In fact, this could be quite big.
Every phone or every mobile device would become potentially a node.
Can you go over the team and the backers? Because I think that's a big differentiator as well.
The private office of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Ahmed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, part of the Abu Dhabi royal family, backing the project as well.
And how you, if you have ever interacted with any of the top blockchains,
Claim the free airdrop. Could you just go over that one more time?
if you've ever made a transaction,
Anybody who has done any kind of transactions in layer 1s and layer 2s,
how you are eligible for one of the largest free airdrops in crypto history.
connect your wallet and then see how much DMs are you eligible for.
Link down below to see if you're eligible to claim your DM based on your activity across leading blockchains. Connect your wallet now and see how many tokens you can claim.
Then collect your Twitter, do some tasks, and once you have done those tasks, you are eligible for the DMs.
You'll have to connect your Twitter, do some basic tasks. Link down below now. This is everything you need to know about Diamante.
Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily Studio here in Singapore. We are here for Token 2049. I'm joined today by Chirag, founder of Diamante L1 blockchain. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure, Austin. It's nice to be here.
I have a lot of questions. First, maybe just for the folks at home, could we get into your background and how you found crypto?
Absolutely. So it's been a very interesting journey for me. So back in the days when I was doing my master's in Germany, so one of my friend, he came to me, he was like, Bitcoin is like a fucking shit. Like, we need to get into this. I was like, I've never bought gold coins. Like, why would I buy Bitcoins? That was my first interaction with the Bitcoin word. So
What year? What year was that?
around 2011.
Oh, okay, wow.
And I was like, no, I don't need that. So he's like, don't worry, I'll buy some for us and you throw me a party. So we went for dinner. I had some free Bitcoins with me. Actually, I paid for the party. So yeah. And that's what I never looked at it until like 2017. So once I finished my master's and everything, I was joining my family's business. At that point of time, we realized there is a lot of pain point in terms of how international transactions and the payments are getting delayed and everything, because we work in different geographies in my family's business.
What is the business?
So it's gems and jewelry.
Okay.
So it's like payments getting delayed in different parts of the world, invoicing and everything. And at the same point of time, I met one of my friend. He was working and creating a layer 1 that time. And it's like, blockchain is something that you should know. And I really got interested. So the most of the part of 2017, I was just focused on understanding what exactly it is. And then 2018 came, we started together, like we sat with a few friends, we discussed about what can be done, what can be an actual use case. At that time, XRP was doing very good. And it promised a way how the money would change in terms of the flowing international remittances and everything. So we started with the core focus to bring actual blockchain use cases, because blockchain is amazing in terms of, so it's not something new. It's like more than 20 years old, but Bitcoin made people realize that it is something very, very, very intuitive. And that's how the journey started. So there have been lots of ups and downs trying to figure out real actual use cases that would have a real life potential. And that's how Diamante came to the picture. And here we are sitting in 2024, and we have built one of the most efficient hybrid layer 1 that is actually quantum resilient.
Wow. So we're here at Token 2049. There's a lot of talk of Diamante, DM token. Just for the folks that have never heard of it before, what is Diamante?
So Diamante is the most inclusive blockchain. So it's like blockchains of the blockchain. It is the last layer 1 anyone would require.
So I don't need Solana anymore. I don't need Ethereum.
No. The reason is, let's say when we talk about other layer ones without naming them, right? It's a huge expense to run a full validated node. You need to stake a lot of the tokens. You pay the high server bills. But let's step back and compare that with computers. Like we had these huge computers filling the room and everyone was like crazy about it. And now we are having like wearables. It's a form of a computer. Like we have iWatches and all, Galaxy watches and everything. So that's how the trend has changed. So when we talk about the blockchain space, right, Bitcoin is something very amazing. It has changed a lot of people's lives and everything. But is it that efficient? So I compare Bitcoin with the huge computer filling the room. So we are actually not thinking about today. We are actually proactively solving the problems of tomorrow.
I got you. And like, honestly, the reason people like Bitcoin, many of them, is it's the most secure blockchain.
Yeah.
Are you guys more secure than Bitcoin?
So in a nutshell, if I say what is Diamante, where like very, very, very simply, so it has the security of Bitcoin, it has speed of Solana, and it has the use cases of Ethereum, the utility of Ethereum.
Wow.
So that's like Diamante all coming through together. Diamante is like.
So how does it have the security? And I'm no coder, but I understand how it has the utility of an Ethereum. You can build on top of it, but how is it secure?
So when we talk about security, the most important aspect is like, so we have heard about a lot of cyber attacks and everything. So we talk about the nodes, their validation, the immutability of it. But it's important to see like how decentralized it is, a network. Let's say even if you have 100 nodes, 500 nodes, let's say 100,000 nodes, is it truly decentralized? Because when we are talking about catering to billions of people around the globe. So the fact that I was saying, like any layer one, if you want to host a full validated node, it takes a lot of expense. Now imagine every phone or every mobile device would become potentially a node. And that's what Diamante is doing.
Wow.
So let's say when you are sitting in a country where the resources are not that high, their average per capita income is not that high, they cannot afford to host a node. They cannot afford to mine a Bitcoin as well. So are we truly decentralized? Are we truly inclusive? As an industry, that's actually no. And the answer is Diamante. So we are truly inclusive. So it will change the way how people think about blockchain. So it's like when we started utilizing internet with like the dial-in networks and everything, when it was coming through the phone line, when the phone used to ring, someone used to pick up in the family, the internet was disconnected.
Yeah.
And now we see this huge boom of 5Gs. You can even access the internet on your flights and everything. So it has changed the lives of people and it has made the world very, very, very smaller. And that's why we see events like Token 2049 becoming a huge boost. And the same thing with your podcast as well. Like anywhere on the globe, just someone can access your channels and hear to your podcast. So that's, if you thought about that like 25 years before, it was not possible. But now we are doing this. So imagine the blockchain being like this, used by each and every individual around the globe to give the true decentralization part of it. And also I want to talk about something that is never spoken about before. So when we talk about decentralization, we are forgetting about the other universes of blockchain use cases. So there are two different universes. One, it's a private permission use cases built by giants like coming to the Web3, starting from Google doing the deepin thing right now. Then we have Ford building their supply chains on it. Then we have Walmart's. And then the other universe where it's like the DeFi world, everyone is crazy about it, the meme coins and everything. But are those two universes combined by anything? No, because mostly the private and permission use cases are built by institutions on mostly Hyperledger Fabric. And that's where the central bank digital currencies are also being built by a lot of countries. And we have seen a lot of countries actually coming live with those use cases. And with, so Diamante does exactly the same. It's a hybrid network where both the decentralized use cases and the private permission use cases can belong within the same ecosystem. So it allows the seamless flow of data and assets within the same network, utilizing the native asset DIAM on our network.
What use cases do you see being utilized or onboarding into Diamante first? Is it stable coins for transfers? Is it the RWA narrative? Is it a little bit of everything? Like, what's the easiest?
So we are not any industry agnostic. So we have like 150 plus dApps already live. And it's not about just putting some few use cases, giving the grants and everything, and people start building on it. And that's what most of the layer ones and the layer twos have done, but they have not survived. Right? Mm-hmm. So initially it's good with the hype and everything, but we as a company, we think for next 5 years, 10-year strategy, where we want to be. It's not about just putting your tokens out there and it's like everyone is bragging about it, but what's the actual utility of it? So even before the TGE, we have as a network more than 1.2 million active DIAM wallets. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
We have the DIAM wallet that is live on Play Store and App Store. Anyone can use it.
I just downloaded this morning. Yeah. It was great.
We need to try that. We need to try the speed and show everyone like how actually we are doing this.
Yeah, let's do a transfer. But before that, can you go over the team and the backers? Because I think that's a big differentiator as well.
So we have a very, very strong team. The reason I say it's a strong team, it's the people who are working day in, day out, very hard. They believe in what they are building. So actually, for me, like I'm the founder of Diamante, but the company is not made by me. The company is made by my team. So they are the one actually doing the hard work, putting in the long hours, defining the strategy and everything. So every individual is very crucial for us. Like they are the backbone for our tech that we have. Mm-hmm. And on the backer side of it, so we have lots and lots of individuals from different industry verticals believing in us, lots of angels believing in us. And we have the private office of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Ahmed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, part of the Abu Dhabi royal family, backing the project as well.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's in my opinion, that's a big deal to get somebody of the royal family. What do you think that individual saw, that really drew them to this?
I'll tell you like what's the initial conversation that we had and why they got interested. So when we started discussing about it, so for me as an individual, it is always important to have impact in individual's life, in each and every individual's life. It's not about just making the rich more richer. It's about giving the accessibility to each and every individual on the planet. It's about serving people because let's say as a human, how many years we will survive? 50, 60, 80? That's it. That's a lifespan. But it's about what change you bring to the human economy and how it would impact in a longer run. And what kind of impact it is. It would be negative or it would be positive. And that's a discussion that we started. Forget the tech. That's the mindset and the vision. So it's more about we connected with the vision that we have to do something great for the humanity.
Chirag, let's see it in action.
Absolutely.
I just downloaded this, the app, DIAM app in the App Store this morning in preparation for this. I checked it out, but let's do a transfer. And the audience obviously can't see the screen, so talk us through it as you're making the transfer. Tell me why this is cool.
Absolutely. So I just opened my wallet. I'm going to send you. Can you please show me a QR code?
Yes. I'm at Diamante mainnet. Let's see.
Just need to receive it.
Wait, show me how to get the.
Yeah. Just click here.
Oh, okay.
You receive it.
Okay, cool. Yes, my QR code.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
You got it?
Done. Okay. I just sent it. Now, please go back.
Yes.
Just go
Refresh.
back to here.
Oh.
It should be there.
Wow. It is there. I'm a whale now. This is awesome. No, you sent a little bit. So that was really fast. This is faster than Solana?
Absolutely. And when you talk about the speed, right? The most important thing is the scalability of it, at what scalability it comes. So I'll just make the audience understand, like when I talk about the scalability, what I talk about the speed, why, let's say we have seen people promising 1 million TPS.
Yeah.
But do we actually require that? So last year, the biggest payment network in the world, Visa, how many transactions did they process? Do you have any idea about it?
In the whole year, I'm not sure.
Around 720 million transactions.
Okay.
And what is the maximum they reached on the TPS side of it?
4,000, 8,000.
Around 55,000.
Wow.
That's the max they reached. So when we see a lot of networks talking about, let's say, 1 million transactions per second, like 100,000 transactions per second, but we have to see at what infrastructure cost.
Mm-hmm.
So Visa paid billions and billions of dollars to get those transactions done. And that's the beauty about the whole blockchain ecosystem. So as a network with a minimal infrastructure cost, so when we talk about hosting a node on your phone, imagine what would be the infrastructure cost. It's very, very, very less. It's not about putting a huge Bitcoin miner, putting that electricity in the place, and then you mine Bitcoins. And sometimes it is profitable, sometimes it's not profitable. The miners would know that. But is it really required? As we are progressing and taking a huge leap with events like Singapore, then so last I was in Tokyo. So people are really worried about the energy efficiency, and particularly when we sit in a city like Singapore, where it is very, very important. Like, so you don't need to pay a high infrastructure cost to achieve this. So what you saw just now is like, currently, the full validated node of Diamante would cost you around, let's say, $600 per month. You don't need to pay like $50,000, $60,000 per month. So, and still we achieve currently 100,000 TPS.
Another thing that I think is, you list this on your website, quantum resistant.
Quantum resilient. Sorry.
Resilient.
Yeah.
That is what it says on the website. So that means that quantum computing, which is being invented now, it's not there yet, but eventually it's going to be significant. This is quantum resilient. Can you first explain what is the risks with quantum computing and then how this solves it?
So I will not go deep into the tech. So when you talk about quantum resilient infrastructure, so right now we have computers doing very, very fast calculations. But that would change with the quantum computing. And we have a lot of universities around the globe already working on it. A lot of countries are doing it. And it's there in the labs. So initially, when we had our old iPhones, right, when we had those in our hands, it was very, very fast. But now we compare that with the current iPhones that we have. It's much more faster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we are proactively thinking about, what will be next down the line in 5 years. So when we talk about blockchain, the tokens and everything, the cryptography is the most important thing. So how fast you solve that, how fast you solve the algorithms, let's say the Bitcoin miners and everything. And that's how the Bitcoins get mined. And that would be, most of the people would know. That's why I'm just taking that example.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine you have a computer that is super, super fast. It does calculations on a quantum scale. Then the mining would increase much, much higher, right? Even if you're, let's say, for our example purposes, with the miners that you put, you are able to mine, let's say, 1 Bitcoin right now in a day. Mm-hmm. Then it would take, let's say, minutes or even seconds. So when you are doing those fast calculations, it becomes very difficult for individuals to resist in terms of when you see at the other side of it. Like, they can hack the cryptography as well. So you need to something protective. Like right now we talk about cyber attacks. Then we would talk about the quantum attacks in the future. So are actually the layer 1s, the layer 2s, and the layer 3s currently thinking about it? So that's how we are different. We have already thought about it. We are building a quantum resilient network, so it would protect against the future threats. So that's where the security is very important. It's like when I talk about security, compare that with your door locks, right?
I need secure. My doors need to be secure.
Yeah, it needs to be secure. But when you see about the thefts happening around the neighborhood or anywhere, so you upgrade those, right? With biometrics and everything. You think about like, okay, this is something happening today. I need to think much and much more efficiently so that I'm more secure. So everything is secure until a point when there is a breakthrough in terms of the other side of the world, people trying to hack things.
Yeah, so you're saying this is quantum resilient.
Yeah.
The minute that technology, quantum computing, gets to a certain level, you guys will be very easy to upgrade initially.
No, we are already there.
Okay.
We are already there. Definitely, we are going to upgrade the networks to the other threats that will be coming in the future.
Yeah.
But we are already there.
Got you. Okay. That is huge, because I feel much like AI, crypto protocols popped off in 2024 and DeFi popped off in 2020. I feel like quantum resilient and quantum resistant blockchains are a narrative that hasn't hit yet. But by the time it hits, it's going to be too late for a lot of people.
Absolutely. And that's what, it's not about just Diamante or me as an individual. I want each and every L1s and L2 to think about this and implement that, because we are, as an industry, we want the industry to progress. So yesterday I was talking to one of my very, very close friend. So as a founder, I have certain token allocation with me. But what my vision is, so if we are able to make the people's life much, much better, and that's what absolutely I'm going to do, and I'm going to reveal this in public for the first time, I'm going to donate my 99% of the token supply. I don't care about the monetary value of it. It's about just changing the people's lives.
Wow. Donate it to who?
Just to a foundation, mostly a Web3 foundation, just to help the Web3 builders to boost the industry so that we work for the industry. And that's how we grow together.
That's huge, because Vitalik hasn't done that. Anatoly of Solana. So that is huge. And that's a perfect segue to something I just learned about with your TGE. And explain this better, but anybody that has ever used Bitcoin or Solana or Ethereum can claim an airdrop just if you're active on these other chains.
And that's the narrative that we have. It's like we are very, very inclusive. And that's where our claim is as well. So if you go to our website, click on the claim, you can connect more than 350 wallets. You can select any chain, Ethereum, Solana, Arbitrum, any L1s, L2s, just to name them few. And once you connect your wallet, what the application does is it scans your activity, like how many transactions you have done in the past. It is either 1 year before, what is a recent transaction, what is the volume that you hold. And once once the application has scanned that in like a split second, it will actually show you how much DM are you eligible for. And you can just claim those DMs.
That's really cool, because like when Uniswap did the airdrop back in the day, anybody that used the Uniswap protocol, if you used it more, you got to claim more tokens. You're giving it to everybody. If you've been active in crypto on the Bitcoin blockchain, Ethereum network in general, Arbitrum, Polygon, whatever, claimable.
Absolutely. So that's where the inclusiveness comes from. And that's where the vision is. So for me, it is very important to work for the people. Right? Work for each and every individual who believes in blockchain. Even bring those people to the industry. Let's say if you did some transactions in Bitcoin, you lost money like a couple of years back, and you're like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I want them to be a part of this world again.
Let me ask you this. Will you block the exchanges' addresses? Like, because obviously Binance Exchange has been the most active, but often they get blacklisted for these type of things. Are you going to block the exchanges?
So let's say if you have a Binance wallet, it's about which wallet that you have.
I'm talking about the exchange in general. Like they custody those coins. And often if there's like an airdrop, like Bitcoin Cash forked off, and the exchanges could either choose to just keep those Bitcoin Cash coins for themselves, or they gave it to the people that had the wallets. No,
it's not going to be with the exchanges.
Okay.
It's a network for the public and made by people who believe in the inclusiveness. So it's everything is for the public here. And that's how we achieve the true decentralization.
That's huge. And how much of the token supply is going to be claimable for this airdrop? 10%, 50%?
So it's going to be around 5 to 10%.
Okay.
On this claim that we have right now, but that might increase as well.
That's awesome. I'm been very active on Ethereum and Bitcoin network for years. I'll be claiming. That's cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Altcoin Daily speaks to an audience of over 3 million across all social platforms. And they're often asking, the other side of the Bitcoin questions too. What could go wrong or what could slow this process? Because the technology is there. But to me, onboarding the dApps and the developers, that's the thing that's needed. What challenges do you foresee?
See, in terms of challenges that we face as a network, right? So we are someone who believe in the inclusiveness, and that's what my vision also comes. And I would like to mention it again, like I'm anyways going to donate most of my supply to the people, to the builders who are actually moving this industry ahead, because you never know. Like you'll have a next Uber kind of a company coming from a Web3.
Mm-hmm.
You will have a next Binance coming out of it. And so every individual should be empowered in terms of how you are interacting with them. So the challenge is to reach out to the audience in terms of what exactly can they achieve with this.
Mm-hmm.
So we are very good at building it. Yeah, we are very, very good. And that's what we showcase live, right?
Product looks great.
Yeah, and we have seen a lot of layer ones with just a concept node coming to the market, just bragging about the things.
Yeah.
Then we see a lot of meme coins coming to the market. They are good. They're good for bringing people to the industry. But what about an actual use case coming to it? So through channels like Altcoin Daily, I really love them. So I want to reach out to a wider audience. Not only the retail side of it, also the institution side of it, the builder side of it. Everyone should really look at Diamante, and we are very good listeners. If they feel, okay, this is something wrong, we are very open to work with them to make it the biggest thing in the world.
Do you see Diamante being a top 3 protocol, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, Diamante, or is this flipping Bitcoin eventually?
To be very honest, I don't see it flipping Bitcoin, because that would be something like it would be in my dreams if I would be talking that like that. But definitely, it's gonna be in top 3, definitely, and that's the core vision of it.
In 10 years, timeline?
In next 5 to 7 years.
Wow. I guess I want to know the roadmap for 2025. What can we expect?
So our TG is coming soon.
Yes.
Most probably next month. And then we have a new launch of our network in 2025. So it's a newer version where we envision every mobile phone to be a node. And we are also looking to partner with a lot of mobile phone companies where they would have this node pre-installed with the wallet application.
Huge. So everybody listening right now, if they want to, like you send me coins on the testnet, but if they want to get involved.
No, it's not testnet, it's mainnet.
Oh, but with okay, so it's mainnet.
So we have the actual utility in place. So when we say we have more than 150 plus applications utilizing our network, they're actually building on top of us and they are consuming. So we have a burn mechanism. So I want you to understand something like DIAM is a pure play utility / payment token. So we have, I cannot name them, but in Switzerland, there is a regulator that approved us as a utility / payment token with a no action letter back in 2020. So then we have these lots of applications who are building on us, utilizing it. Then we have banks building applications on top of us as institutions. Then we have a lot of gaming companies. So it's a huge variety. Then if you look it up on Google, we are the largest supplier of blockchain in the jewelry supply chain as well.
In the what?
In the world, the largest supplier of blockchain as a service and a jewelry supply chain as Diamante.
Wow. I got you. But the coins you sent me, if TGE hasn't happened yet.
So those are the coins who are getting actually burnt when someone is doing transactions on top of our network. So it's not tradable right now.
Okay.
So once it comes, once we do the TGE, it will be open for the public to and it becomes tradable.
Awesome. And so if people want to stay involved and keep learning about the TGE website, is that the best option to keep learning?
Yes, website is the best option. Then we have socials. that we keep on posting the announcements of who are our partners, who are we partnering with. And then we are having this huge claim thing that's going to roll out next week after Singapore. We just pause it for the Singapore event because everyone is busy over here. And let's say we have Twitter, then we have Discord, like every channel, we are very, very active. And we are very good listeners. I want to mention this again. So please come to our channels, criticize us, and build together with us so that we build a better future.
I love that. And say it one more time. Anybody that has into how to claim the free airdrop, could you just go over that one more time?
Anybody who has done any kind of transactions in layer 1s and layer 2s, let's say it's down the line, back in the times like 2 years before or 3 years before, still they can come to our website, claim with a claim button to be pushed. After that, you just connect your wallet and then see how much DMs are you eligible for. Then collect your Twitter, do some tasks, and once you have done those tasks, you are eligible for the DMs.
I'm doing it. What else didn't we mention? We covered team, we covered roadmap. What else have we mentioned about Diamante?
So one thing I want to mention here is I really like the show that you guys have. So the next time that I come over here, should not be 3, it should be 30.
30 what?
30 million followers and across different channels.
Okay.
So if we as a network are growing, we want more and more people to come. It's not about just our network. So we want you to grow as well. And believe in the true inclusiveness of the whole ecosystem. Bring those people who are from Web 2, believe in the Web 3 ecosystem by providing those services and those networks that are actually scalable, secure. And that's where the narrative, our narrative comes from. We are the blockchains of the all blockchain. It's like security of Bitcoin, then the speed of Solana, and the utility of Ethereum put together in a single network, Diamante for you.
The last blockchain you'll ever need.
Yes.
Huge.
The last layer one you'll ever need.
Huge. Chirag, thank you for joining me today. I really feel I have such a better understanding of DM and Diamante after this conversation. Links for everything down below, but final thoughts for the Altcoin Daily Army.
This was very beautiful. And this is the first in-person podcast I've ever done, and I've loved it.
I loved it too. Good times.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.